cutie pies. I am Lanikia, and you are watching What Happened on the Soaps. This is the bold and the beautiful edition. Today is Friday. Yay! November the 17th, 2023. On a scale of 1 to 10. Hold on. On a scale of 1 to 10, we're going to give this one. You know what? I'm going to give Hope a 10 for that ending, but honestly, this was more like a 6. But I'm going to give Hope a 10 because tell him, Hope. Let's get into it. We see Brooke. No, no, no. We see Luna, RJ, Finn, and Steffi. They're still at their place eating and everything, and Finn and RJ are going. I guess they're going swimming or go surf or do something. They left for the beach, and so they're like, okay. So that gave Luna and Steffi a chance to speak. And she tells her, I admire you, Steffi, not only because of the fabulous life that you have, I also admire you because of how you guys love in your family. It's so beautiful to see how protective you are and how caring you are for Eric, and how you just care about your family, Eric, RJ. I just love seeing that. And so, Steffi of course tells her, well, I can tell that you really have feelings for RJ. They like each other, y'all. That's why I'll just put it. They had a good time with each other because they like each other. Steffi thinks Luna is good for RJ. Luna admires Steffi, and so that's it. So then RJ and Finn come back, and RJ was like, what y'all talking about? I don't know. He makes me cringe. I don't know what it is, but ugh, recast me, please. But anyways, he comes back, and they're like, oh, wouldn't you like to know? But anyways, they sit down and they start talking. And Finn just tells Luna, I'm sad, about everything with my mom. And she was like, what? Steffi was like, what's going on with Lee? He told her, I'll tell you later. And I'm glad Finn is going to tell Steffi so she can help be somebody else who backs Luna up. But Finn tells Luna, no matter what's going on with my mom and Aunt Poppy, I want us to stay close. And she says, so do I. So that's it, y'all. That's it. Let's move on. So then we go over here and we see Brooke is still with Thomas, and she's trying to tell Thomas, don't get your feelings hurt because Hope doesn't want you like that. She doesn't want you like that. This is just a phase she's going through, and she's going to snap out of it. And when she does, you're going to be left with a broken heart. And he said, yes, I know what Hope is saying right now, but I think there's hope for us and we can have an actual real relationship. So he's not going to give up. And Brooke is like, well, okay, but don't say I didn't warn you. And then she does the normal stuff, tells him about all, how he was obsessed with her and how, with the baby and she, just the regular stuff people be saying when they talk about Thomas. He says, I know, but Hope is forgiving me for that. And I believe we can be more. She will fall in love with him. And Brooke just tells him, Thomas, stop. Just tells him, Thomas, I wouldn't bet on that, but okay, do what you just say what you want to say. So he leaves her to go be with Hope. Now over at Hope's place, Liam is over here. Over at Hope's place, Liam is over here telling her, that he'll always love her. He still cares about her and all that. And I said, sir, stop. Y'all, in this episode, I said, oh my gosh, Liam is a manipulator. Oh my gosh. Because he tried to play I'll always care about you and all that. And Hope said, I'll always care about you, but you threw us away. You literally didn't want to be with us. And so then when he realized being soft couldn't make her work, then he went back to, oh my gosh, I can't believe you're with Thomas. I said, oh my gosh, Liam. He said, I can't believe you're with Thomas. And like, what is this going on? How could you want to be with him? And she said, because she does want to be with Thomas. And she doesn't have to explain anything to Liam. They are not together. And so she doesn't have to explain it to him. And he's just like, But of all the people, because you told him, you can't tell me who I can and can't be with, who I can or can't sleep with. He says, it's not anybody that you're sleeping with, it's Thomas. Thomas of all people. And she's just like, I hear what you're saying, but I want to be with a man that only wants to be with me. And I didn't have that. And he says, I did only love you. And she said, no, you didn't. No, you did not. At any time, you could, there was always Steffi in the back. You always kept Steffi on the back burner. When you were with me, it was always Steffi on the back burner, and I don't have to deal with that with Thomas. And she said, and if you're being honest, that's how it was. And Hope is like, I know you're upset about all this, but you threw us away after I have forgiven you for so many times for running to Steffi and me catching you with Steffi. When you saw me with Thomas one time, you didn't forgive me. And not only that, you ran straight over there to Steffi. How do you think I feel? You feel that way about Thomas? I feel that way about Steffi. Like, of all the people you could have ran to, you went and ran to her, which you know that's an insecurity for me. She didn't say all that, but that's what I heard. And so then they get to talking about, well, what do you see this relationships? And so she tells him, she says, I don't know. I don't know where it's gonna go. And he said, wait. And I don't know how he jumped to this, but he said, wait, are you thinking about having a child with him? And she said, certainly not with you. I said, what? That took me out when she said that. I said, girl, I like this Hope. Don't hold no bars. We heard feelings over here, baby. She said, certainly not with you. I said, oh, okay. And so then he was like, Thomas, you would have a child with Thomas? And she says, I don't know, Liam. I don't know what this is, but I know he loves me and only loves me. Now at Brown this time, Thomas comes up, right, and he can hear from the outside. So he hears her telling Liam, I don't know what this is with Thomas, but I'm willing to explore this, and it feels good to have a man that only wants to be with me, opposed to always, I have his whole heart. I did not have your whole heart. Liam tries to say, yes, you did again and all that. But she says, no, Steffi was always a part of the equation. And with with Thomas, I don't have to worry about that. That's why if Steffi go to Liam, girl, why? When Finn wants you and only you. And that same with like Liam should really be left out in the dark, in the cold, because Hope, whether you like Thomas or not, she finally has somebody that only wants her. She doesn't have to worry about him cheating. Steffi doesn't have to worry about Finn cheating. The only person they got to worry about is Liam, and both of them like go to find somebody else, and hopefully you won't cheat on them. I don't know, child, but anyways, so now Liam is just like, but Thomas of all people, Thomas. So at this point, Thomas comes in, and he says, oh great, oh this is great, this is so rich, this is so rich. And he says, Thomas told Hope, are you okay? And he said, what, is she okay? Because I guess he like, you are the man who did all this crazy stuff for her, to her, and now you come in and ask, is she okay from being around me? Are you kidding me right now? And Hope says, yeah, she's fine. And then Thomas says, Liam, I know this is hard for you to understand, but Hope and I are working on something. He was like, can we not? Can we not? Hope can, like, he wanted Thomas to leave so that he could have more time to talk to Hope. And I guess talk her out of being with Thomas. And Hope went up. Are you all right? Bless you. Hope went up to Thomas and she told him, excuse me, not Thomas, Liam, and she told him, listen, what we had was beautiful and I'll always love you. We have a child together, but this is no longer your home. I said, whoop, you better tell him, Hope. She said, this is no longer your home. And really, Hope is like, I don't have to meet your standards of approval anymore. Well, if you would come from back there, Mila, she was like, I don't have to meet your standards of approval anymore. That's really what this is about. She no longer cares what Liam thinks about her. She no longer cares what anyone thinks about her, really. So she told him, this is not your home anymore. And pretty much, you got to go. She said, I have a man who I have his whole heart, and he loves me, and I love him for that. And so she said she walked over to she walked over to Thomas and she grabbed onto him and he grabbed onto her and they're staring into each other's eyes. And Liam walked out because you're making it awkward still being there, sir. So he walked out and then Thomas holds her. She turns around and he grabs her around her waist from the back and he says, "You said that I love you, like you have my whole heart and I love you." And she said, "Yes." And he said, "And you said you loved me for that." And she said, "I suppose I did." And then they start kissing and stuff. And then Liam is at the window looking. Liam at the window looking, right? And he's watching it. And he's seeing all this go down. And then the next thing we see, they turn and they show a full body shot of Liam. And he looks mad. He looks sad. He looks mad. He looks a little bit of everything. Here, get some water. Get some water. And I said, is Liam the new Thomas? I'll be here for that. I know. Whoa. I would be here for that. I would be here. Okay, calm down. Calm down. I would be here for that storyline because remember when they had that fashion show and Liam was peeking out through that curtain and he saw Hope hug Thomas and he went, it looked like he was a little bit insane right there. I said, "Ooh, are y'all gonna bring that back?" I don't know where these storylines is it just me or does the Bold and the Beautiful feel like they'll have a storyline brewing and then they'll pivot away from that and go in a whole new direction? Because at first I thought it was going to be something with Liam, excuse me, not Liam, but with Steffi, Finn, and Hope, as far as Finn and Hope kind of growing closer to each other. I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what you think, but I still don't think Hope wants Thomas like that. And I know what she said, but I listened to her wording and she said, "I love you for that." She didn't say "I love you." She loves him because he loves her like that. She didn't say she loves him like "I love you and I love you for the way you love me." She just said "I love you for that." So I don't know. I think wordplay matters. At least for me it does. But wordplay matters. Y'all tell me what you think. It is the weekend. Be safe, be blessed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I will see you guys on Monday for an all new episode of What Happened on the Soaps, the Bold and the Beautiful edition on New Week. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.